It is basically now or never for us in our second season, technically coming in halfway through, to pull this team out of the relegation zone and keep us in Serie A. That is the goal today, which is essentially the goal for, everything. You always want to win, right? You don't want to lose, but that is essentially what the goal is here, as we are second to last. Granted, we have a very comfortable lead over last place, so we need to get the ball in the back of the net ourselves, help out our teammates to just get some points going. We have a minus 12 goal difference, which is definitely not helping. And before we jump into the game against Salernitana, speaking of pronunciations, I have heard two different ways to pronounce our club. When I had first Googled it, and it's what I said in the entirety of last episode, so if I was wrong, my apologies. But when I first looked it up, it said Udinese was the proper way to pronounce it. After talking to some friends who definitely know football a lot better than I do, they said it was Udinese. So I'm not sure which one it is for certain. Let me know in the comment section below. Correct me when I'm wrong on pronunciations. I want to be pronouncing things correctly because that's what we're supposed to be doing. If you don't know how to say it, you find out how to say it and you say it correctly. And if I was pronouncing it incorrectly, again, my apologies. So we're going to jump on into this first game. Hopefully, we're going to do a lot better than my pronunciations. Now, we are still not at full stamina after the long stretch of games last episode. We have another lot of games to get through today, so we're going to need to be careful with that stamina, and it's definitely going to need to be something we improve on when we get the options to. But we're coming in, starting this game, left center mid. Now, Salernitana, again, don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. They're doing a lot better than us. They're at 26 or 29 points on the season. We're sitting down at 18, so a long ways to go for us. And I think it all starts with, well, essentially both of these last two. We need to start scoring goals, and we need to at least get any amount of points would help. So let's try to get 2 goals, and if we win, that's even better. We scored a lot of goals with in our first season with the Sounders in the MLS. We actually led the MLS in goals by the end of it. We've only been able to get 1 in 4 matches played here with our new squad and no assists. So definitely need to get some things going. And we are at least going to be building something here. Maybe look for, that's not where I wanted that to go. I wanted it to go there to number 9, back heel to 10, shot across goal, and there we go. Opening things early with a shot in, really nailing the goal keep. And that was Deulofeu, maybe, who got that goal scored. Now it's time to do a little bit of some defense as they were just dancing all around me. It was definitely a step up in speed surrounding us when we moved up last episode to our new squad. So definitely something we need to learn, how to move quickly, how to have quick reactions, while also still trying to maintain some decent stamina here. We'll go out wide. That works well. Has a guy in the inside. Shot in, and there we go. 2 quick goals. That was the main thing. We need to score goals quickly. I would like to score some goals, but as long as the team is winning, that's good. And I'm not even going to look this one up. I'm just going to guess Udogi, maybe, was the name of the player. I'm probably butchered. I probably should have looked it up. But yeah, great job, bud. Now, however, they're in after some really poor defense work. Luckily, the goalie tips it over the bar. We'll go out for a corner kick. Now, can we play a little defensively here? Does end up going short, and we'll land out of bounds. All right, that works. Take corner part 2. Goes towards the middle. Not going to head that one away, and it actually ends up almost squeaking into that far post. Or I guess would it be near post because it's closer to where the corner came in from? It was further away from where the guy ended up heading it from. But we do get the header there, get the clearance. Now they will go back out wide. Need to play a little bit of some defense here, which isn't necessarily my strong suit, but my teammate doing pretty well. Now trying to see if we could build something here. Could get a cross in to the backside, which we do. Header does not come off the top bun very well. No, I feel like I really need the other team's name to be posted up somewhere so I could try to remember how to pronounce things. Shot in on goal, saved. Went for that bottom corner, but not a bad first attempt for us. Still need to try to get 2 goals today. And only about a half an hour into this game, already making a sub as we go near post, header in. There we go, finally getting one in. We've learned a little bit how to get some of these headers in. Obviously the first one of today, not a great example, but that one directed much better. We'll see a replay here from the corner. Comes in near post, able to jump higher than everyone else, and the man on the line has to do better there for his goalkeeper because he blocked him from getting to it and then just didn't really react in time. But there we go, one of the 2 goals we promised in this one, so let's make sure we get another one. Already doubles our entire goal tally just from our time here, and we do get that ball and not gonna be able to recover. Tried to pass it back into our striker, but clearly it didn't work. However, that only really works when you can maintain possession. Nice pass there, shot in on goal, too high. And apparently that one came off of us somehow. I definitely thought that was just well high. Nice save there from the keep. Good attempt from our opponent there. Get that to that bottom corner. And just like that, they're right back in. We have not done very well with possession in our defensive half, but our goalie's coming through for us. Will be another corner. I feel like this is already their 4th or 5th of the day. Gonna get a nice bit of clearance there. Try to apply some defense. Yeah, really need to work on that, but luckily our teammates know how to stick a foot in better than I do. And there will be half. We're up 3-0, looking good. Just need to see that continue throughout. And as the second half does begin, we are a little bit low on our stamina bar. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that arrow thing is, kind of indicating how much stamina we have in the tank. Starting off with a little bit less than what I would hope for. Been a really quiet second half here, but we do have some space. Gonna maybe try to turn the defender, speed around with a guy on us. We at least get a pretty decent shot again to that back bottom corner. Perhaps we just need to be scoring from some set pieces like we did earlier on. We're at the back post this time. Coming up for it, not gonna get on the end of it. Can we maintain possession? No, not really, and we're almost out of stamina. So whenever that drops all the way down, we really need to be careful because every time we have gotten injured, it's been while that's been down. Get another pass to the inside. See if we can maybe try to get by the guy, although we have some space. Pass on in. Who passes it again? I really wish the man just took the first shot as that one ends up getting blocked. Not a bad bit of teamwork, though. It looked good, just didn't get the result we were looking for. And there's the final whistle. It was really all entirely first half action. Second half was a lot of pinball, a lot of lost possession. But we end up getting the job done. We score 1 goal. We were hoping for 2, but match objective was just for 1. We got the win, and I'm pretty sure we got the 7.5 match rating as well. So all in all, great performance, getting us on the right track. And with that win, we are 1 point away from getting out of regulation. Try to get at least the 1 against Lecce. If we could get all 3, that would be even better. But let's jump on in, back at left center mid, actually starting a match with our full stamina, and I have upgraded it in between this first match and this one. So hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. Now, one thing I did forget to check was to see where Lecce is in the standings. Hopefully they're not at the top, because a win here would be fantastic. Now, what do we need to help ourselves as well as the team? Another match day rating of 7.5, regain possessions at least 3 times, and get a team possession rate of 65%. Let's go with the enhanced for 3 times regaining possession. I feel like that's something we could do a lot easier than anything else. And I'll take that, thank you very much. Maybe try to see if we can get around the defender. Yes, we can. Pass that one on up. That worked out very well for us. Cut back towards the middle here. We're still supplying a little bit of help if needed, but we do get the cross in. We'll get on the end of this one, flick it back to my teammate as I hit the deck. Luckily, I get up, don't see the injured sign. Okay. All right, building a little bit more here. We actually have some space, maybe for a power shot across goal, and even that gets saved? Man, I feel like every time I actually connected with one of those last season, it was a goal for sure. Heck of a save. Now I am sitting alone here in the middle. If you want to get a pass in, quick one-time goal. Saved once again. Needed that more towards that back post. Instead went a little bit more straight towards the goalie. But at least will be another set piece here for us. See if we can get in front of the defender here. Does go my way. Flick it backside, but with how far away I was, that just went straight to the keep. And somehow they have a free kick, which it ends up falling right to one of their players. Luckily, they don't do anything with it. It looked like they were kind of surprised, and we could jump on the offensive here. Maybe try to see if we need to speed up. We had a guy who was open. I get taken out, and they get a yellow. All right, I'll take it. Oh, and I get the free kick here. Okay. We could do that. Let's go with some Why did I just kick it out of... I didn't even aim anything. I just wanted to kick it straight. Well, I guess you learn a little bit. Now Lecce trying to build something here. They're actually getting a little bit of space. Go out wide. Maybe look for a nice shot in. Tipped over the bar. I'm forgetting right now this game is still tied up at 0-0. Need to try to find some points. Just felt like we had so much good possession that I felt like we were in front. And really bad defending on my part. And that cost us a goal. Great shot, lifted over the goalie, dropped it right on in. Well, let's try to get something going here as we had a little bit of a lane there. But unfortunately, really good defense by Lecce as they go for a deep cross. Man coming in, we will not get the ball. He will find a nice pass in and tipped over the bar by the goalie. Well, we started with a good bit of possession to start, and then I would say after the 30-minute mark, it's really been Lecce who's been the ones providing a lot of the offensive attack. And another shot in there, saved. Go out for another corner. Try to come crashing on in as they do go short. Ends up clearing it. Just need to get on the end of it, but really nice flick over the head from one of their players on the man here. Provide a little bit of some pressure back on him. Another job there, and we're away. Now, with not a lot of time left, we need to get up top here. Look for the through pass, and still on it. Still on it. Okay, try to provide a little bit of pressure. End up not getting much there before half, but at least a little something there. Just need to build on it. Try to actually find a clean pass in also would be nice. There we go. We have a nice through pass in, but that defender just doing a really nice job of boxing me out. Worked on the stamina, which is helping, but now we might need to work more on the speed to be able to get around some of these defenders. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of speed with the defenders in the MLS, but they have some here, and they have a second goal as well. Trying to work this one up. Beto has the ball. He's been losing it quite a lot recently, and he gets a shot in that he barely pulls wide. Now Lecce trying to build again, get a pass to the inside, used as a dummy. And there's 3. I don't know if we're going to be getting a single point in this game at this point. But here we go. We have some space. Man coming on, a little bit of a heavy touch. Let's try to settle this thing down. Look for a pass on in, which we have. And he lays it on for one of our teammates, and I thought that was going in. Ends up being saved. Goes out for a corner. I feel like we haven't had one of these in a while. We do go back post, and another save. How good is this keeper? Are we just going up against like the best keeper in the game right now? Because that's what it feels like, as that header went absolutely nowhere. We'll still maintain possession, have some space, and then we'll lose possession. Lecce building out wide here. They haven't really worked wide today. They've kind of gone more towards the middle whenever they've had the possession, and they will lose it here. Or maybe not, because it'll bounce right off their guy's face, and I thought that was about to be a fourth. Instead, goes out for another corner. This time we need to defend. Ends up getting crossed on in, goes towards the back post. Hit up high, and a little bit of a clearance there. Try to get on it, and we will. All right, maintain possession here. Need to slow down. Drop it, or not drop it, but kick it into one of our players. You can drop it back to me. I have the space. He goes for a cross into the defender. And a really nice pass on in there. Lecce, they are in. Not going to get a fourth. in stoppage time go out for another corner. We've seen the tale of two opposites in this video already. We had a really solid win in the first game. I'll take that, thank you very much. But a really solid win in the first match. Second is not looking very good. Final whistle blows, will be a 3-0 loss. And with that loss, we're back down into 19th. Even more points away from getting out of regulation. Set to take on Bologna, who is 10th in the league. So they're even higher rated, or higher ranked than Lecce, who just destroyed us. So let's see what we can do. And in this match, how do we help our team? 7.5, we've gotten that both games. Score at least one goal from outside the box, or an assist on a goal. We haven't assisted on a goal this season. We haven't scored outside the box either. Let's go with the assists. Let's try to do that. I mean, technically as a midfielder, my primary job is to be assisting and then scoring goals. Obviously, I've been a little bit more attacking in my role, but I was second in the MLS last season in assists and first in goals scored. So overall, I was doing a really good job. With this new squad, you know, we're learning the new league a little bit, so it's taking us some time to fully get to form. Bologna with a cross in. Can we go ahead and... Why did my guy run away from it? Either way, it won't go for anything. Maybe a corner, but that's okay. First attempt here on offense for Bologna is a corner. They go far post and headed in. Well, our defensive form has not been very good. But we do have a nice pass in there. Over to ourselves. Let's get this one on up. Back to us. A shot in. Needed more power. But at least we'll go out for a corner. We'll sit near post. See if they go back towards us. We've done pretty well. No, they go more mid post. And we get on the end of that. Almost flick it in with Beto. But clearly we don't. But we do have an option not really to get back on it. Now can we try to get by some of these guys? Taken out. That's got to be a card for sure. Is it going to be front pocket or back pocket? Known? Known? Wow. None? That's a little bit surprising. Okay, we did really bad at this last match. Let's try to do a little bit better this match, and goes well short, but at least we didn't just fire it way out. And we need a shot from distance, almost bending back in. They said score from outside the box, and well, I almost did there. Maybe needed a little bit more power on it, but either way, looked pretty solid. Header in, this time man on the line, almost cost them by scoring the goal. Luckily, the goalkeeper for them picks it up. We just need to still try to get the ball in the back of the net. Okay, a little bit of space here. Man on us. Anyone going to try to make a run for us? We're out of space, and I think I flopped, and I picked up an injury. Fantastic. Looking like we might be building a little something here. And we do have a shot and ends up getting blocked. But Beto with the rebound sends it at the goalie, who does save it. Now, my question is, am I going to get subbed out here? Oh, we were actually offside. So even though it was a shot on goal, not allowed to do it. Got it. We're also not subbed out, and it looks like it might be a shoulder injury. So could have been worse. Obviously, we took that hit, ended up landing on it awkwardly. Still haven't seen anything about how to improve one's durability, but a nice cross. We're offsides. Trying to build out wide here, maybe come near post. Provide some help. He does give us the ball. We have a pass into our man, intercepted. Well, I'm trying to find that assist. It's, again, one of our goals. We also need to score from outside the box, but we also need to be winning because we need points. And that one goes out wide. Bologna with 2. How do they squeeze that one in? Well, halftime, and things have not gone well in this one. We've had a couple of really good opportunities, but we haven't been able to capitalize on any of them yet. But we are staying in this one, and it doesn't look like we're injured any longer, so we were able to deal with that pretty nicely. But we do have the ball, rather. Okay. Yeah, definitely some skills we need to work on, and maybe not try to just straight up rush the goalie. That might be the next best option, as how does that ball avoid me twice? Okay, well, at least our defender does a good job, better than I did. We do... Okay, I was calling for the through pass, but then I guess it just took the through pass. Look for a flick in. Shot, volley, there we go. One back. It was interesting. Was not standard by any means, but it got the job done. Goal with our foot this time. We end up having to go back in. Nice little flick in from 7 and a Karate Kid chop with our foot. Are we going to kick the ball anytime soon? What are we doing? Okay, really weird graphics, but there you go. All right, not going to rush it. Let's actually try to provide a little bit of some help here to our front guys. Okay, why do we keep passing it across to the other team? That happens way too often with this team. We do get the ball right back, though. Try to go out wide. Is he offsides? No, he was onside. Then we get taken out in the box twice. No whistles blown. And I apparently don't hold down that side very well. But we do get the ball back, though, so there's that. Can we make anything of it as he's going straight towards the sideline, taken out again? No whistles blown for us. I don't think the league likes us. We do have a pass to the outside. Maybe see if we could get a back post coming on in, and instead I take out my teammate trying to go over the top of the center back. We do have some space here. Want to pass it on into me? Yes, thank you. And okay, how did the guy take the ball when he was past me? Like he somehow stole the ball while not even looking to see where the ball was. I don't know. Really nice cross in there to no one. Our own teammate will almost assist on the goal. That's fantastic. And okay, can we do something here? Can we pass the ball to our own teammates? We have 10 minutes left to try to draw this thing up, and we keep, just really blowing opportunities. Pass in. Not going to give him an opportunity to go back. He goes out wide. We cut that one out. Now we need to get up the field. Need to score. Goalie, why did you kick that off of his face? Give it to a teammate instead. Why did we flick that onto nobody? Just decisions I don't understand here. Okay, but we do get the ball. We have a shot. If we could go out wide here. Let's pass it out wide. Let the guy who normally plays out wide find the space. Look for the cross in, and he goes low? Okay, but it should go out for a corner, though. An opportunity to try to level this thing up, and we don't get on the front side of it. We need to get on the edge, which we do. All right, let's be calm here. Try to find a nice... That's not at all where I wanted to pass it, but we will maintain possession. Drop it back here, and I don't know what happened there, but a shot in, and there we go! It all works out at the end. In the 90th minute, we level this thing up. Pure, utter chaos. There is nothing happening here that is planned at all, but we're capitalizing off of it. Nice job there from Beto. Passes it into me, but then I do some weird half split, fake out everyone, come back, score the goal. I don't know. Honestly, that guy should... Okay, I kind of like headbutted him as well, but he should have gotten the block. I don't know. Utter chaos. And maybe, with limited time left, we could look for another. Do we have some space? We get by the defender, shuck him off of us, shot towards the near post, ends up wide. Goalie looked like he was favoring that backside, tried to go near post. Either way, we fought back from down 2-0 to level this thing up and gain at least 1 point out of it when they were halfway up the table, at least comparative to where we were, sitting second to the bottom. Not too bad. And even with that win, 3 points inside regulation, so we really need to start getting some wins. And maybe getting that late equalizer will help us here against what I'm going to assume is Bergamo. Might be butchering that, but we're going to jump on in, and hopefully we don't butcher the game. Now, in this matchup, we are facing La Liga's #1 goal scorer in, I think it was Lookman? Maybe? That was what it was. Either way, we're going to have to do our best to score as many goals as possible then if we're going to have to try to keep up. So how do we do that? Team possession rate of 70%, we give the ball away way too often to possibly even do that. Or dribble success rate of 50%, I could definitely do that. So let's get this one underway, needing to put the ball in the back of the net, which we were able to do twice in the last game and then once in the first game, but not at all in the second game. So seen some mixed results in this one for sure. We've had a win, a loss, and a draw. So I guess from that standpoint, nice. We do have a spot if we want to go backside. Should be an easy goal, and it is in the 4th minute, grabbing an early lead. Great teamwork there. Beto with the assist. Cross net, leaving it wide open for me, taking advantage with an accurate shot, which I'm going to be honest was kind of surprising. But already kind of catching up with the flow of the game here. Obviously last episode you saw probably wasn't great. You know, I was very off learning how La Liga works compared to the MLS, where I was able to just make some straight up runs. Now it's very difficult to get around some of these defenders and have to find new ways of scoring. Excuse me, my voice just cracked. That's awkward. But trying to find new ways of scoring, and we're finding it. Now trying to build another one here if I could get off my own teammates. Sorry, Beto. Just kind of ran you over. Sit here in the gap. Try to provide a little bit of help from our guy on the outside, which he will utilize. Maybe look for a cross. Not okay. It looked good, but then as soon as I kicked it, it didn't look very good. Try to get on up here to help out our offense, and they actually passed back to me. So they clearly want me to get involved in the offense. Thank you. Kind of got double teamed there, and I thought that pass was going straight to one of the defenders again. Beto with 2. Where was that keeper going? He dove to the opposite side, but Beto, he appreciates it. Well, I'm not trying to jinx anything, but it's a good thing that they have the league's top goal scorer because they look like they might need him. Down 2-0 inside of 20-minute, or at the 20-minute mark, I should say. And we just gave away possession in the box. So that's fantastic. Good job, keep. They had another guy in there who was, frankly, just sitting without anyone marking him. Don't know if he was my guy. Hopefully he wasn't. But luckily they went to a different spot, trying to again cover everyone, and we do much better there. Now maybe we build that wide. We really haven't really... Wow, I said really way too much. So we haven't really built out wide much with this team. Look for a cross in, ends up going a little bit behind, but we had a guy there for a second. Just didn't really have anyone making runs. That's something I've noticed with this team, is that they don't really make a lot of runs. They just look for quick passes, and sometimes there's no one there, and they just pass it to someone from the other team. Look for a cross in, and needed that to be a little bit more towards the back post. But now they're trying to capitalize with a long shot. Will be collected. That ball looked a little bit like a curveball. Baseball reference. See if we could... Nope. Okay, I was going to try to flick that one on. Defender, though, made the better adjustment for the ball. And now they're in scoring position again. That was almost a fantastic one-timer. And that might be the leading goal scorer. Maybe not. At least didn't look like the guy that showed at the beginning. But a corner kick here. They go short. Gonna have to come up, play some defense, apply some pressure. Tries to go around me, try to cut it out, and we will eventually. Pass it back to the keep. Keep goes to the opposite side that he probably should have, but we will maintain possession, no problem. And there's halftime. So really good first 20 minutes for us. Then a lot of just back and forth. They started to build a little bit late, so we need to get back on some proper defensive work and keep our offense going. But for the most part, we're looking pretty solid. All right, building our first bit of offense in the second half. Try to find a little bit of a window to sit in, and had the space, but I think we tried to cross it, and okay, we're still going to get the ball. All right. It was glitchy, but it ends up working. Beto with the attempt, saved wide. I guess I should say pushed wide. Either way, corner attempt here. See if we go near post, which we do. Get on the front end. No, the defender, really good job, but we will maintain possession, or at least we tried to. Now trying to build their first offensive attack. Doesn't end up going anywhere. Get that one out wide. I was getting tugged for sure, I guess they're just going to let that play. I know there's a little bit of contact allowed in soccer, right, or in football, but I don't know about all of that. As the through pass, we just get taken out and no whistle at all there? I don't know about that. Oh, and he just stole the ball right off our defenseman. We're going to have to try to get back here, provide some help, or they could kick it straight at the goalie. That works. Okay, good job from Beto. He has the man beat. He could drop it back if he wants, which he will, and another open goal as our own teammate screened him. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just running around acting crazy. But there is 2 for... That's only the second. I could have sworn we were already up 2-0. Either way, great job from Beto. Really nice footwork. He's able to drop it back for us, and yeah, the man that ran up there distracted the goalie and the only other defenseman and made it quite easy for me on my weak foot. Skirt around him. Love it. And now it's actually updated. We are up 3-0, so I wasn't losing my mind. We were up 2-0 before then. Okay, much better. We're also building another one here. Out wide, Beto. He's one-on-one off the far post. Almost rebounds right to him, but the defenseman gets on it. Great job. All right, now will someone give us an assist here? Or how about cross in towards the middle? Shot in near post off the volley. Not too bad of an attempt. We're starting to get things moving here. As Beto heads to the sideline, but he was our dude, though. I feel like we could have a really nice 1-2 with him and I if we could start to sync things up a little bit better. Go front post, not going to get on the end of that one, but one of our teammates will, and we're right back on it. Okay, spinning around some guys here. I need some help if anyone wants to get open for me, and don't pass it right to the defenseman. Well, they'll go wide off of our mistake and then drop it back. They should have just kept pressing. All of our guys were way back here. They'll go wide the opposite way, then drop it back again. Try to sit more towards the middle here. Provide a little bit of defense. They find that small little gap for the pass. Try to do it again, and let's go ahead and just clear it on up to our guy. There we go. Just get rid of it more, or a very soft touch. That works as well, and then lose it. Solid. But I will go ahead and take that right on back before getting taken out, and then barely missing out on taking it back once again, and the same again there. I'm just that step behind. I need to learn to use the left trigger a little bit more often to slow my run, as that could have been bad. But full time, we win 3-0. And in the last match of this episode against Verona, it is a big one. They are 2 points ahead of us in the standings. A win would be amazing. So we need to make sure we get that job done as we jump on in and hopefully carry what has been a pretty good run of form. Now, we've been playing really well with especially a lot of the objectives they've been giving us. And they're not raising that match rating, which I kind of enjoy. Complete 20 passes or assist / goal, score goals for 2. Let's go with that one. Well, not a lot has happened so far to open this game. 10 minutes in, and there really hasn't been a whole lot of action. See if we can maintain possession, which we do. Drop it on into us, go out. I wanted to go wide. Instead, drop it into us, try to get around, which we do. Drop it on into 37, who rockets it towards that top corner. Ends up being saved. We'll set up a corner attempt, see if maybe we could get on the end of this one. Does come near post, but yeah, I'm definitely not getting there that quickly. Drop it on into us. Anyone gonna make a run for us? No, but we can go with a long shot then with a little too much underneath it. All right, Beto, what do you got for us? Nice little footwork there. Try to provide him a person to drop it to, which will go out wide. We'll get it, bring it back inside, and another long shot. Was that 37 again? That time somehow, no, it was not 37, but it somehow doesn't end up going out the back line. So no corner. Instead, they'll take over. And they are building pretty well down that side. Tries to cut back in, drops it back, and we provide at least a little bit of some pressure. Tried it, okay. Apparently not going to stick my foot in very well there, but do enough. And time to get on our horses, get down the field here. Try to help out, or as soon as we start to get going, we'll lose possession. Well, there just really hasn't been a whole lot to report on, I guess you could say. It's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of sloppy possession as we'll go out wide. I think Beto, drop it on over to me. We have some space. Shot front post. Save. That was probably our best look so far in this one, and we're almost to half. Perhaps maybe should have went with a little bit more of a power shot, but we get what we get, and I think our own player cleared it. Love it. And we have another opportunity rather quickly. Getting it up to our guy. He's offsides. I thought he was on because they waited so long to blow the whistle, but I guess it's because he knew. Now in stoppage time of the first half, Verona trying to build something. They haven't been able to find that last pass in yet today. That one very close. Defense, come on. Get that last stop. There we go. Now we can get out of here. Head on into half. The game still tied 0-0. All right, let's try to build a little bit to start this. And another injury picked up. Can we stop injuring my guy, please? And I still can't get a goal in this one. We did get slide tackle from the backside, so I am worried that it is going to be a lower body injury. That's the only time we've had to miss time was when we did pick up a lower body injury. So hopefully not the case. Try to build back up again. We just need at least one goal here. Drop it back, shot. I tried to go across goal. Apparently my guy decided to kick it straight at their guy, and that you could argue for a red card. Did not think he was going to pass it immediately. Hopefully it's just going to be a yellow. Considering the whistle wasn't blown immediately, it most likely will be a yellow, but need to be careful then. Also, my injury icon is gone, so I think I've recovered. Now let's just try to actually, score a goal here. Look for the through pass. 6 has the space. Drop it back. And he will. Shot across goal. And we're up. Finally. That's what we've been trying to build. I think that's the tactic here in La Liga. Let the guys carry him forward. As a center mid, I need to stay back a little bit. Let them carry him up. Wait for things to open. Ask for that pass back, and things will go much smoother for me. One time, cross goal. Now, there is that little yellow thing on the top of my arrow, so I'm pretty sure that means I do have a yellow card, despite them never actually showing it to me. So we need to be careful when we're on defense. Don't need to be doing anything stupid. Beto with the ball up front gets taken out, and I was going for the ball, and as soon as it actually got close to me, my guy pulled his leg away. Okay, don't know why, but I guess it is what it is. And really bad pass there from 50, one of our center backs, I'm pretty sure, and really bad defenses in general, left a guy unmarked. Luckily, that does not come back to bite us. We can go ahead and get a nice pass up top to Beto, who will go even further out wide. I need to get on my horses to get up here, help out that front line. They will drop it back to me. We slow things down a little bit here. Man on, let's go ahead and drop it back then to 5. 5 will get the nice pass in. That's number 7, not quite sure the name. Another I tried to get the one-time shot, didn't work. Sit back here, help out our man. We have a guy in the middle, and what was that pass? We had him sitting there, and we went with a little soft pass when we should have really put a little bit of some vigor on it. Might have helped us out a little bit. Again, not at all where that pass was supposed to go. And a beautiful goal from distance. Ties this thing up in the 87th minute. I wasn't even talking. I didn't even think they were in scoring range. Just look at how far back this one is. That's what, like 20 some odd yards? Heck of a goal. And now we have some more work to do. It took us so long to finally get that go-ahead goal. To give it up like that late on in this game, that one hurts. I've been on the other end of that, scoring the late game goal. And not getting that. Okay, my guy definitely flopped there. I didn't press a button for it, but he flopped. But that should give us possession. And give them a yellow. Oh, and you're going to have me do this. Okay. Let's go short. Build it up from here. Mostly because I didn't want to ruin it myself. And a long shot pushed wide. All right, corner. Really need one of these to work here. As it does go towards me. Header back straight to the goalie. And that should be about the last bit of action of this game. It will be a draw, which should keep Verona, or will keep Verona, above us. We each get a point. We were down 2 to them. We'll see where we sit at the end. And here is where we will wrap up the episode. You can't see it because I'm blocking it, but we're in 18th. We are 2 points below Lecce. So if we were able to beat them, that would have been really good for us. Unfortunately, we didn't. We should have gotten a win against Verona. We then allowed them to tie it up late. So that really puts us in a bad spot. The one spot we have improved on is goal difference. I want to say we started this episode at a -12. We're only at a -9 now, so we have improved that slowly. But I don't think there's a lot of time left in this season. In fact, we have maybe 2 more episodes left. Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot happening here in March. So we'll probably get through March and maybe half of April next episode, leaving not a whole lot left. There's 3 months left, but not a whole lot of games in each of those. So we've really got to put on our A game these last 2 episodes of this season to ensure we pull ourselves up out of the relegation. Do I keep saying regulation? Relegation. Either way, we need to not get pushed back down to a lower league. We need to stay up. I actually have no idea if I've been saying that incorrectly this whole time. But player growth, we have done a little bit of that this episode, as I mentioned very early on. Actually, it is in the physical, so go back to it. Over on the stamina side, we did get the first one there. Also reactions going up by 4, and then 2 more to stamina, and we've been pretty good there. I think the next thing I would like to do is go back to working on our pace. If we can get, we need 5 points to do it, but if we could get the cheetah archetype, that would really be solid as well. That's the goal for the points going forward. Our shooting, I think, has been pretty solid. Maybe could use a little bit more shot power. I don't know if we've already upgraded all those or not. I know we have a shooting archetype, but that is where we sit. Down at 18th, need to move that up, but we've improved the goal scoring of this team. We've come in and actually scored a fair bit. The rest of the team, they just don't seem to have that in them, right? So, but if we could get something going with Beto as being essentially a distraction up top, just carry him forward, drop it back to me, sitting further back, I could score from distance. That seemed to work in this episode. So we'll try to do that more going forward. And as I mentioned early on at the very beginning of this episode, let me know if it's Udinese or Udinese, because I've heard both of them and I'm not sure which one it is. So please inform me on any mispronunciations that happen. And until next time, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out. Either scroll down next to the bell icon that you should hit so that you're notified, or you can also just tap my bear icon in the bottom right. But either way, make sure you're doing the bell icon and the subscribing so you don't miss out. This series posted every Tuesday and Friday, and on Madden 23, 4 videos every week. On Monday and Thursday, have the Commanders Replacement Squad series, and Wednesday and Saturday, the States Only Challenge. So 6 videos every week, a lot coming at you. Make sure you guys stick around, and until next time, where we'll continue to try to climb up the charts here. We'll see you later. Bye.